Good morning, Franz. Hi. Hi. How you doing? It is Ween! Necromancer first, Marinite second, Mewtwo third, Fantasy fourth, Conclobster fifth. Good morning! It is Ween! My favorite day of the year. I have no decorations and half my costume is missing right now. So, how you guys? You want candy? There's Demonade. It's all we've got around here at the moment. I don't know, if you come to my place, you can grab some. We always have leftovers. Do not panic, I'm here. Hello, Wayne is here. Oh, Conk. Marinette was showing me her her museum in what do you call it? Animal Crossing, and they had a Dunkelostia skull in there in the museum. I was very excited because I was like, I know what that is. Thank you for introducing knowledge to me. The best knowledge. Dunkleosteus is the best creature. I don't know where you live. Please don't dox yourself. Husband and I are gonna go pick something up soon to make our own treats. Caramel apples, Rice Krispie squares, maybe some other things. Ooh. I have a list of things that I want to make today. I'm gonna ask my brother to pick up some orange stuffed peppers or orange peppers specifically, so I can make jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers for dinner. So we're gonna need some sort of ground meat, probably pork because that's the cheapest right now. But yeah, we're gonna cut little jack-o'-lantern faces in them, and then when you cook them, they get all like. Someone clip that, please. That face was great. And I'm gonna be making some spider eggs, some deviled spider eggs. There we go. Never's redeemed a Streech and a Hydrate. Hold on, I'll get to it after with it. I don't care, Lenny. You say likely a little far from you. Yep. This Animal Crossing update announced yesterday. Ooh. I went to the store before stream but fell asleep. Oh noes. And now we Streech. I haven't quite had a Streech today, but I don't know really. Every time I stretch, I yawn. There we go. Oh, Streech and Hydrate. My coffee's still a little bit too hot, but we do have a Coke Zero left over from last night. So we're having silly music today. Because it is Ween! Best day of the year. And the day I hate the most is the opposite day to this one. April Fools. I dislike that day. Because people always play crow pranks on me. Because I was the weird kid. But yes, I've got a little list of things. Hopefully my brother will be able to go out and get the ingredients for them. And I think we might make a pizza maybe for TGIF today. And I want to put mushrooms on it and cut little skulls into the mushrooms. You cut the mushroom in half and then you use a round thing, like usually like a straw, but nobody has plastic straws anymore. You can poke out little eye sockets and then cut little slices into the stem. And then they look like skulls when they cook. They sort of like shrink and get all like weird. They're like shrunken head skull things. So that's the plan. Or you could make it a soup. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of what I'm thinking about. Got it. Maybe don't thank you for the hydrate, but look at it. When you cook them, they shrivel up and get all weird. I love it. I love Halloween. It's the best. Because you can get things that are like creepy cute or just like scary. Hopefully the rain will stop before the kitties go out. Because it's raining cats and dogs today. My avatar is freaking out again. But yeah, I want to make either a soup or a pizza with mushrooms like that on it. Because I think it would be cool. Or just cut the mushrooms in half and serve them with a dip. You could do that. There was one recipe where they showed a pepper. So it was kind of like a stuffed pepper, but you served dip in it. And then you took tiny shrimps. Like really, really tiny ones. And you took their tails off and you stretched them out. And you stuff them in little holes in the pepper, and it looked like worms coming out of the pepper. I can't do that because that would kill my mom and my brother, because they're deathly allergic to shellfish. Kind of like the way I am horribly allergic to celery. And we don't want that. Like, my brother has to buy specifically vegan kimchi if he buys kimchi. Because apparently kimchi, regular kimchi, is made with shrimp paste. I didn't know that. But yeah, soup. Got really quiet. Why is it so quiet? Is the mushroom scary? I think I scared everyone away. The mushrooms are gone. We paint. The scary mushrooms are gone. You can come out again, guys. It's fine. I'm still not certain about how dark I made the background. The mushrooms were too scary for you guys. I need other artist input. What about you, Marina? What do you think? Everyone's hiding in the shadows. Too much energy first thing in the morning. I got woken up by flashing lights outside my window at 5 a.m. and I just had a complete panic attack. Because last time I saw an emergency vehicle in front of my house, my mother had a stroke and nearly died. So, yeah, I haven't had a lot of sleep, which sucks. It was a police car. They pulled someone over. They probably didn't stop at the stop sign. And I guess it's some kind of protocol to leave the lights on the whole time. Yeah. I should have saved a version before I darkened it. Well, I think I did. It was just that... Oh yeah, this wing is still untextured. I wonder if I can fix it a little bit. Do the airbrush! It's mostly down in this area. I didn't like how dark it got. Be back in a bit. You want to buy yourself some snacks? Okie doke. Yeah, it was he probably should have turned off his lights, but there's probably some protocol that they have to leave their lights on while they're in the process of doing a stop, so that there's no confusion by the guy they've pulled over thinking they're being let go. Because I can see where that would cause some problems. Oops, I need this brush. Death Sand! Oh, Mar and I probably went AFK for something. Dreamer, I ain't never killed a teen that didn't deserve it. You ain't never, so you absolutely have. It's a double negative, my sir. So you've killed teens that didn't deserve it. Yes. So you've just killed teens. So is this your slasher character? Too much. All that practice we got painting clouds has paid off. No. He's not your slash character, not at all. Let's make this brush nice and soft. I'm not sure, but I think I just heard thunder. Fix it. And the airbrush. I'm going to reduce the saturation here. Spooky vibes. I stepped away for a minute. Oh. Poor kitty. Is she doing any better? She's a very old kitty. Poopy butts happen with old kitties. Oh, looks like there's another little secret dragon in here. Little smoky dragons. Pareidolia is such a cool thing. Oh, we still got some really saturated blue in here. It makes me want to redo the clouds in the other painting that I did for Necromancer. She kind of had a bit of a relapse and had to go to the vet again from her tests, but she's doing better. Aw, poor kitty. Apparently there's secret boobs in this painting too. Free set of tits there. So I'm thinking of multi-streaming to Kick, because their art category is very small, and thus I could possibly increase my income by multi-streaming. I won't stream to YouTube because I hate their interactivity and I don't want to subject anyone to that. Plus, I only have one monitor. And I only have room for one monitor on this desk. I have to get to work on the other desk. That'll probably happen tomorrow. My dad's been getting my brother up at 9 a.m. to, like, get him back onto a schedule. Is this the painting, a Rorschach painting? Restream is what I'll probably use. Oh, the hiccups. This whole top part needs to be lighter. There we go. Let's go in here with a little bit of the blur tool. Let's soften up the lines a little. Everybody, hydrate and unshrimp thine spines. Become lobster. Give your body just a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of wave back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. Why isn't your brother on a schedule? Can't he set an alarm? Well, one, he's sick right now from his vaccines. But two, he lost his job after the federal election earlier this year that was actually supposed to happen this month. But we had that early election because our prime minister stepped down. Which is something I wish your president would do. Yeah, we already took our meds. Necromancer, did you take a medicine? But yeah, my dad's just like been waking my brother up. I thought that's what I heard earlier, but I was mistaken. I think he's letting him sleep because he's not well. But my brother's the one who does the grocery shopping. So he does a lot to take care of the family. I do the dishes and the vacuuming. My dad does the trash and the laundry. And he's gonna teach me how to build the bed and take care of the tools. Where everything belongs, so that I can do more carpentry stuff. I've told him that that's what I want to do. It's hard to maintain textural consistency between the top and the bottom because of the split. Deciding to paint the little cloud swirls after. That is one thing that I am struggling with. So everything's being pulled this way by the tail, but it's also being pulled forward by the wings. Big curling, sweeping motions. So we've got a lot of movement happening around here, and I'm just not sure how to do it. I want to bring some of this color over here. Yep, I took them much easier when you don't get sick from them. Oh, so it's working? That's great. About to grab a drink from my mini fridge. Chugged a protein shake for breakfast already. I have not eaten anything. Why not a massive fridge? Normal fridge is upstairs, mini fridge is near the computer. If I want to go to the fridge, I have to go all the way downstairs and then all the way back up. But I am losing not only weight, but girth. Because I had to tighten the string on the pajama pants. My dad gave me a pair of his old pajama pants because they're like way too massive for him now. He used to fit in these. And I didn't think he was that big. I think they were always very loose on him, but they're actually kind of loose on me. But I think the fabric is just like lost its form over the years. Like they're starting to get so thin that they'll probably just tear at some point at the knees, particularly. But I recently had to tighten the drawstring on them, and by recently I mean yesterday after stream, which means I am losing size, which is exactly what I want. My weight's still now hovering between 315 and 318, but it's better than the 321 to 325. So, I lost a bunch of weight. And then I'm maintaining that weight. So we'll see when I lose the next bunch of weight what happens. It's very slow progress, but it took a long time to put on the weight, so it's going to take a long time to get it off. And I understand this. It's just frustrating when your body's breaking down around you and you're like, I got to get the weight off, got to get the weight off. And it's like a constant thought in the back of your head. It's frustrating because there's nothing you can do about it. Yep, progress is progress, no matter how small. And you have to remember, it took a long time to put it on. It's going to take a long time to get it off. You should get that taken care of. Can you scare the monsters away? When you get rid of your undead. See, the monsters live with Neff. Just like you have all your undead, he has all of the monsters. Because he's a tiefling. So he's of the demonic race, like me. He also has horns. Can't take away his horny. Yep. You gotta ask yourself, how long did it take you to get here? A long time. 40 years, in fact. But, like, I was always bigger than other kids. Like, I was born big. I weighed as much as Tesla does when I was born, which is 8.5 pounds. I was a big baby. And I was always bigger than all of the other kids. Even though I was active and healthy and even ate better than them. I ate my food according to the Canada Food Guide, and I just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it turns out that OMAD and intermittent fasting combined with a little bit of exercise is exactly what I need. So when it's not pissing rain out, I go for walks with my dad around the block, and sometimes I'll go out a little bit more than that. Once I find my house key, I'll be going out a little bit more. It's nicer to walk around this neighborhood, so I don't need the walking pad as much. But when winter comes, it's definitely going to be necessary, so I've got to find a place in the basement to set that up. Never look at it as starting over because you're walking to the store and trip on something. Do you go home and start over? Yeah. That would be a crazy thing to do. You just have little setbacks. In my case, I had some pretty big setbacks. One of them being catching COVID and pneumonia before that. Yeah. Like, my lungs are basically annihilated. Is that your heart that's beating or illusion you're alive? No, I'm pretty sure it's my heart. But yeah, for all those people struggling with like weight and stuff, it's okay if you mess up and you have to just pick yourself back up afterwards. Don't see it as a failure. It's just a little bit of a detour in your journey. Never give up. Never surrender by Grabthar's Hammer. If you have not seen Galaxy Quest, it is a great movie. See, I really like the painting on this side, not so much on this one. Oh, gone back down to soft. Can't do that. Needs to be hard brush. That's why I was struggling. My head broke there for a second. Cora! Throwing cans at me. What is this? Galaxy Quest is so cheesy, it's practically fondue. I miss Alan Rickman. Which is something I realized a lot of my favorite entertainers from my childhood have prison records. You know, I think it takes sometimes a certain personality to get into Hollywood. And to maintain one's position in Hollywood, too. You have to... as I understand it, there's a lot of stepping on other people. And then there's the ones that, and then there's the ones that fucked up and then got their lives in order. And that's proof that even if you're at your lowest point, like you're a drug addict and you're having problems. Look at Johnny Depp. But he was having all sorts of drug problems, then he got into acting and he cleaned up and now he's one of the greats. I didn't know Tim Allen went to prison. What did he go to prison for? Tim Allen in prison, that's kind of weird. But I think it says something about the person too. Drug trafficking. Yeah. I think it says something about the person too that, like, if they can fuck up their life that badly that they end up in prison for something like drugs or drug trafficking, and then they get over it and become someone great. You know, it's proof that anybody, even Ross Ryder's brother, Fuckface, could, you know, get his act together. Maybe he needs to hear that. Maybe his brother needs to hear that. It's like, you know, just because you've screwed up now doesn't mean you can't fix what's wrong and become someone great. Tim Allen was arrested and convicted of felony drug trafficking charges in 1978 after being caught with over 650 grams, 1.4 pounds of cocaine. Holy shit. And now look at him. He's a famous actor with millions of dollars, and he didn't even need to traffic drugs. I hope he got away from that. And I hope he never got near that stuff ever again. I guess he was being used as a mule by somebody. Sometimes people just need to hear the right words, too. Well, he worked with 3 children, so he definitely got away from it. Well, that's great. One of my favorite Tim Allen movies, other than Galaxy Quest, is Big Trouble. Not Big Trouble in Little China, just Big Trouble. Cora's on a 10-stream streak, woohoo! Yeah, I never really got into Home Improvement, but I didn't watch a lot of television shows because we just didn't have channels. Like, I got a little bit of red versus green here and there, but I much preferred anime. As soon as I found out what anime was, I was hooked. I see you saw the Pearls and Bones thing that I posted last night. Weeb! I am a weeb. Look at me, I'm a VTuber now. Books are better. I agree, Cora. I really like books. Okay, I think we're done-ish with the smoke. I'm gonna maybe go to a blend tool. I want to pull some of this. Color stretch 100%. Can I... Is that what continuous spraying does? Sorry, I'm looking at some of the brush settings. And I'm wondering if I can set this particular brush to... to a dynamic stroke. I don't know how to do that. Taper? No. Say he's a nerd! I am a nerd. Considered streaming, but I would need to be a VTuber. I hate how I look enough to avoid cameras like they'll steal my soul if I had a soul left. Ooh, snack time! Everything's expensive, fantasy. Settings turn out with the subtool, not snap to rulers. Okay, never mind. Don't want that. Don't think I can change any of the sensitivity on this. Dang. Yeah, you can be a PNG tuber. There's a lot of people, they just use, I think it's VideoTube, or VideoTube. I could link it to you, Neff. And then they just have a little picture that bounces up and down in the corner, or, like, turns light or dark when they talk. Like, when I have a guest on screen and they're in the little corner next to me. In the little space between the donos and me. And they light up and then they go dark again. A lot of people start with that. Yeah. So, yeah, I could doodle you something if you want to get started. It won't be like one of my big works, but I could doodle you something if you like. If you become famous and make lots of buns, you can pay me then. If you feel like it. I want to roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. It feels like it's a Weird Al parody. Alright, let's work on these shoes, because I would like to... I think I need to turn it this way. Why is this doing this? Weird. My brush was acting unexpectedly. Sorry. My hands are shaky today. This ankle's too thick. This whole leg is too thick. What have I done here? Oh, too much. I'm so bad at feet. I think I'm gonna do this. I kind of wanted to give them a bit of a platform. She had a default image and then an image that would bounce with the mouth open when she talked. One of the best memories was her dog was barking in the background. It made it look like her avatar was barking. Boo. I missed what you said after you could doodle something for me. I said it wouldn't be my best work.
Necromancer Dark says, boo.
Ha! It wouldn't be my best work, but I could doodle something for you. This video. What is this video? Ah, white and nerdy. Okay, yes. Weird Al, such a strange man. I love him. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. Necromancer's redeemed a street. Everybody stretch. Oh, yeah. Oh, I needed that. Tries to sneak up behind Necromancer. Boo! It is Wayne! The day for scaring. Hold on, I have to go open my blinds because it's kind of dark in here. Not that it's gonna change it much. Because it's dark outside too. Roll for stealth DC 15. I don't think I have a dice roller. I really need to get a bot for my stream. Yeah, that's gonna do nothing. It's the same amount of light inside as it is out. Oh, there's the mail truck. Feel a bit sorry for the mail delivery people today because it is just pissing outside. So much rain. Now I know my nose is not in this string. Let's just put that knot back in the string. My knee. So 20 plus 5. Let's pick 25 stealth. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Fantasy to actually have rolled a nat 20. Do we want to switch back to the other music or stay on this one? Because this playlist is so short. You come up and go, and I don't even know it was you. Just left the feeling of fear that the invisible ghosts who apparently haunt me. Don't scare them too much, Fantasy. Time Leon O'Brien rolled a 47 on a stealth check. I used to do stuff like that with Tabby. He was a catfolk ninja. So, like, he specialized in stealth. And we were standing in the middle of a sunny intersection. And I would just stealth for fun. And the DM was like, oh, you realize that Tabby is missing, and you wonder if he was a collective figment of your imaginations. So, yeah. Tabby, was he real? We'll never know. Schrodinger's kitty. Okay. I couldn't take it anymore. There's something about Spirit City's Halloween list. I think because it's so short and the music is so weird and discordant, my brain is just like, nah. And it's insane sometimes, so I won't scare him more. I used my rogue level 7 ES plus 5 due to having 20 stealth. My latest rogue I would roll stealth as he's the lowest maker co-wild, so the successful stealth roll was played off as nobody was watching snacks, and now nobody knows where they are. Okay, one of the things that is now bothering me about this painting.
Cora Huroda says, party for Havarti Spook Day.
It is Ween! Because I've changed the position of her feet. I have to change the position of the way the dress drapes on the floor. Party for Havarti Spook Day. Yeah, I'm not having a Halloween party. I want to. But, I am not prepared for such a thing. I at least wanted to play the spooky music for a little while. This foot's too small. Particularly right in here. Back to painting skin again. But it needs to be done. reduce the hardness of this brush a little bit. Dreamer, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you're bloody. Jump scare! Ah! Neff, don't do that. It's mean. I know those are supposed to be lyrics. I just don't know the tune. By the way. Throwing things at me. How dare! And a streech. We'll take a little streech. I keep sitting with my leg folded under me as a habit. And it's just hurting my knee, and I should stop doing that. Slash Street Boys. I'll watch that later. It's the As Long As You're Bloody is like... I was like, this is a song from the early 2000s. I'm not sure what it is, but I know I've heard it. I have Necrodancer. I've never played it because I know I'd be terrible at it, but it was like $1 when I bought it. Steam summer sale. Oops, that is not what I wanted. I need this color. It's too dark over here. This is part of the problem. Too much. I am living the struggle bus life right now. Hey Ross, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I don't really play games anymore. I have a backlog of dozens of games. I also have a backlog of dozens of games. My elbow's bothering me. Because it's wrong! That's a little bit better. Sometimes when you flip the painting, you see all of the problems. Like this forearm, this elbow, it's all wrong. Don't know how to fix it, but it's wrong. I just want to finish at least fixing this shoe, and then we might switch to something else. I didn't really do much in Minecraft, so not that. It would be purposeless. Because we need to remember to submit this to VGen for the contest. Because it's too appropriate not to. And today is the last day. So we can at least get it to a point where we're confident with it. Here we go. Part of the problem is I'm not confident in shadows on skin. I see a problem here. I need to fix it before I forget. There we go. The fridge is out of the fridge is out of action, and it's up to be the repair person. It's up to the repair person to figure out what's wrong, but I suspect part of it is fuckface. And that, and the no food stamps. Yeah. Not sure if I want to rant. No, let's try and keep the politics stressed down. We're all stressed out by it nowadays. We just need to... We'll take a break from that. It'll be okay, Ross. It'll be okay. Start writing letters to your representatives. Just flood them with emails, phone calls. Look up wild foraging in your area. What can you pick in your area? Learn how to preserve things, because you're gonna have to start doing that. It's a good skill to have anyways. And hey, if we get Larptown, maybe we'll try and get you to become a Canadian. What skills have you got? What are your skills? We'll rescue you too. We have an Americans to rescue list. That list has grown real long. Yeah, it is. You know what? All of you moved to the same state and close to the border, and then start voting to secede from the United States. Start pushing for it to join Canada instead. Yes, consult an expert, but things like apples, you should be fine. In Florida, they have a lot of like kudzu, I think it's called. That is used for a lot of stuff. You can use kudzu for a lot of things. And it's prolific and invasive, so no one's gonna be mad at you for going and using it. Well, Michigan is affordable. And then we would get the Great Lake, I think, as well. Lake Michigan. Some more resources. It's affordable, and there's more resources. And it's on the border. It's kind of protected by the Great Lakes on the northern side. Or Minnesota, they're practically Canadian already. Wasn't it like one of the Minnesota representatives who sent that letter to all of the Canadian Parliament people who were like kind of leaning America? Isn't Vermont really expensive now, though? We need a place people can afford to get to. And Michigan already has the Ambassador Bridge. And I think they have a pedestrian walkway as well. The tunnel under the river. Under the St. Lawrence. Vermont's always been expensive. Society snobs abound. A lot of Maine, too, other than the fishermen. My local shop just got Bailey's Creamers, salted caramel chocolate snacks, and the original one. Nice. Imagine got New York, financial capital of North America, suddenly Canadian. Not only that, but like, pretty much the entirety of the West Coast. Like all of Tech City. California's GDP added to Canada instead. And then all the red states lose all of the money from the big tech companies. Now if our Parliament was just willing to actually tax the billionaires. Why create LARP Town when you can create LARP State? LARP Province! Watch out, Demora are power hungry. Well, not us boy Demoras. find this occlusion. In which case, this tool. California would be nice, but we'd have to convince Washington and Oregon too. I mean, Turks and Caicos wanted to join us as a territory a while back. I think seceding from France, I think, owns them. Can't remember who owns Turks and Caicos. Would have been nice to have some tropical islands. Oregon might not be too hard. Not sure about Washington. Washington's pretty blue. Gotta live in a parody. I hate it. Correction, we live in a parody. We live in a society. Yeah, no, this timeline is jacked, man. It's all because Harambe died. It's all Harambe's fault. Let's flip this back again. Yeah, it's looking better. Welcome back. I hate autocorrect. Oh, you on your phone? No flying off the handle. It is illegal. Trying to fight me would be misanthropy. Yeah. A couple people have told me that they get stressed when you start rambling. I don't mind so much, but if it's making other people a little bit skeevy, because everybody's just so stressed. So, which is why I've been, yeah, and you know, you're causing yourself stress by doing that too, and that's not good for you either. So, we can, if you need to ramble, Ross, you let me know, and I will hop into a call with you, and you can say what you need to. I will listen. I will, I will complain with you. We can ramble together if it helps you to vent the stress. Because some people need to vent and other people just need to disconnect. And I think we have a lot of the disconnect types. But between you and I, we're the vent types. Same buddy, same. It's a victory against misanthropy. If I can just get out of bed in the morning. Double victory if I can convince myself to go outside where people are doing people things. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I get out of bed in the morning for you guys. So, you guys help me maintain my sanity. And I hope that I help you guys with that as well. Yeah, how can you not be mad at what's going on? Everybody is upset. It's just everybody deals with that stress and upset in different ways. And I want people to be as comfortable as possible when they come to my streams, which is why I've been, like, trying to not talk about it last couple of days, because some people just find it too much to deal with, and I don't want others to have that. level of stress in my streams. Because we're supposed to be chill vibes. This is a place to come down and not worry so much. But Ross, if you need a different kind of chillin' by ranting and getting it off your chest, you can chat with me. You can send me messages on Discord. We don't have to be in a call. You could just leave me a wall of text and I will probably respond to it. That's why we have the corner of woe too. That one particular channel on the Discord is like, this is where you drop your stress bombs. Nobody has to read it. Nobody has to respond to it. If you don't like reading that stuff, don't read that channel. Just turn it off. If you need to talk, like if you're really in a dire strait and you just need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. That's what I'm here for. Think of me kind of like a therapist. Stoic philosophy suggests you can't control others, or if they'll disappoint you, focus on how you react and what you can do for yourself. Yep. Stoic philosophy is really great. If some of you have not heard of or done a deep dive into Stoic philosophy, it really does help a lot. Especially if you have problems with everything that's going on. You just have to take a step back and disconnect yourself from it emotionally. And Stoic philosophy really helps with that. It's like, how do I react to this situation? And the only way to react to this situation is to disconnect emotionally and look at it purely from a point of logic of, what can I do? I can call my representative and leave a message saying, you know, this is a problem, and because you're my elected representative, you need to work on this. And if you don't work on this, you won't have my vote in the next election. I'm trying to train myself more into stoicism. Unfortunately, the world has me quite a cynic. Yeah, cynicism and stoicism are very different things, but they do have some overlap. But I look at stoicism as active, whereas cynicism is passive. So you let things happen to you, as opposed to stoicism is things are happening to you and you are trying actively to do something about it, but you don't have a lot of control to be able to actually change it. But you're facing it head on instead of just trying to, you know, have it glance off your shoulder. But you're doing it in a way that doesn't...
Sand says, Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween? You're doing it in a way that that doesn't cause you the malcontent and stress that reacting to it emotionally would. So, like, there's a couple of news channels that I watch, and one of them, Ben Meiselas, he's very reactionary and shows you the stuff that's really emotionally disturbing. And I don't like that. So I've actually started watching his channel less, because he's showing you the stuff that's very reactionary, and it's very stressful for me to see people hurting others. Even if it's within the boundaries, quote unquote, of the law, I still find it extremely upsetting. And so I've actually stopped watching that, because I'm like, you know what, this causes me a lot of stress. The kind of emotional stress that I feel if I see, like, clips from 9/11. Which I did see, recent footage that came out, from actually a Japanese broadcast. There was a Japanese, news company in town for whatever reason during 9/11. And so I saw that footage because I can't help myself but look at it, and it's a little less painful for me to see that now. But when I see what's going on in the United States right now, knowing that, you know, stuff is actually currently happening, it brings back those same feelings of fear and stress. ICE is straight up just a terrorist organization. ICE are the terrorists. ICE are the people who are dropping planes on your city, essentially. And that's really, really hard to see, and see it happening everywhere. Donald Trump is a terrorist against the United States of America. And I think once your people let that sink in, they will lose their shit. Donald Trump is your new 9/11. That's what he is. Because when I look at the feelings that I felt that day and the feelings that I feel now, they're the same. The same fear of what's coming next, what else is going to happen. That is what he has caused. And he's doing it to the whole world. And I think that other governments need to label him as a traitor openly. He's a traitor to the United States. He's a traitor to democracy. He's a traitor to NATO. He's a traitor to the Western civilization as it stands. And I think once other countries really start standing up and saying that, and stop letting him get away with his bullshit, the people of America will wake up and be like, hey, wait, this is it. Why is everybody else calling our leader a terrorist? You know. And, like, I think that's one thing we can do, and maybe I'll write a letter to the Prime Minister with my concerns and be like, you need to start doing this. Because he's not a partner, he's a threat to our nation. Welcome back, Cora. Thanks for the hydrate. We're having a serious discussion for the moment about stress and management of stress and what you can do. So you can write to your representatives, you can leave them emails, you can become socially active, you can participate in the No King's Day protests, you can organize protests, peaceful ones, make sure they're peaceful, because what they want you to do is to cause problems and riots so that they can call in the military and say, no, that these are bad. Yeah, but we're talking about management of our feelings about politics. Instead of being upset about things, what can you do to be like, I have done my duty as a citizen, and, you know, if you have a vote for sheriff coming up, vote for that. Your mayor, your councilman, even your neighborhood, like, council. If you live in an HOA, start with them. Talk to them and be like, hey, what can I do, or what can we do as a neighborhood to make things better for our neighbors? You know, can we talk to everybody and, like, organize, like, a pantry, you know, to help the ones who are struggling? Can we dress up as frogs and stand in front of our local office? Get a silly costume and stand outside your town hall with a sign that says "Reject ICE," you know, but without any sort of violence or cruelty. If somebody calls you un-American, you just ignore them. Don't even give them a bad gesture. Yeah, well, these are things, like, you can do actively if you want to be active. But Maranai is also right. It's okay to step away and tend to your own health and your own mental health and biosphere. Yes. So, like, if you have the capacity to get some soil and have a garden, plant some seeds, especially if you're in a warm climate. And you don't get winter like we do, now is probably a good time to plant some stuff and get started on building a pantry, learn how to can stuff, pick up old skills, learn how to cook instead of ordering anything. Get your family in on it and be like, hey, why don't we make this a family activity? Or if you don't get along with your family, like Ross, maybe find some neighbors, talk to the old people, and be like, hey, I want to learn how to do like old school things. If they're like really elderly, they might have some skills, especially if they were old enough to remember the Great Depression. Ask them if they know anything like it, because you're concerned that maybe something like that might be coming back, which is absolutely valid, because we are looking at such a thing. We are on the precipice of another Great Depression, and we are just barely holding things together. But at the same time, if people prepare themselves for such a thing, the impact will not be nearly as bad. Okay, Marinai. This is the Marinai stepping away because we're stressing her out. Sorry. This is my stoic talk, right? This is simply practicality. If you have a balcony and you have some pots, grow some vegetables. You might discover that you really love gardening. If you've never done it before, you might learn something about yourself, which is only a bonus. You might find you enjoy churning your own butter and that it tastes better than what you can buy in the store. And then maybe you'll just make your own butter the rest of your life because you found out that you enjoyed it. I love homemade butter. It's delicious. And you can salt it and flavor it however you like. My brother does this thing where he makes his own salt. He gets like dried herbs. Rosemary is really good, and he puts the salt and rosemary in a little blender and blitzes it up, and he makes herbed salts, and they're really good. And it's a great way to preserve herbs too, because salt's a preservative. So if you have lots of pots of herbs, you can preserve herbs that way. Same thing, if you have like vanilla beans, you can slip them into a jar of sugar, and the vanilla bean seeps into the sugar after a while, and you create vanilla sugar, and it's a good way to preserve that kind of thing. Yep, get your hands dirty. Earth is good for the soul. I say as an atheist. Cora is absolutely correct. Humans are intrinsically connected to nature, and I think this is why like I yearn to have a homestead, because I want to get out more. I love watching bushcrafting channels, and I'm like, well, I could do that. I just lack the physical health and land to do it. The neighborhood here is built up so much that the forest always has people in it, like deep in it now. Like when we were kids, nobody would go out there, and it was like thick underbrush, but now like people have started mountain biking and stuff, and they're going through like the deeper parts of the woods. So there's all these trails and stuff now, so you can't even build a fort without somebody invading it or a hobo taking it over as their home. Because they will find it. Like we found a crumpled tent and sleeping bag and stuff down by the river. A whole bunch of trash and whatnot. You're buying another milk because it's organic? I mean, I guess the labeling system is probably more stringent in Europe than it is in North America. And Canada's pretty strict too, but like the United States tends to be very loosey-goosey about food regulation because lobbyists. But hey, if multi-million dollar corporations can lobby, the people can lobby too. You just have to have enough people to fight against the corporations. And you have to vote. Like, you absolutely have to. No more of this, oh, I can't really change anything, so I'm not going to. You have to be active in politics. Politics is everywhere in our lives. But this is mostly speaking to the Americans. Canada's still pretty good, but don't let your guard down. Now, the same thing for people in Europe. Just, you know, look, the AFD exists, and every country has its far-right loony, inbred loony biscuits. I have a friend who's AFD, and I'm trying to get him out. He believes the AFD are the good guys. But I think he's just a little bit lost in the sauce, and I'm not going to be, like, not friends with him just because he's AFD, because he has different political beliefs than I do. But that, you know, that's good for me that I hear what the other side has to say, because then I can prepare for their crazy in advance and hopefully draw them out of it. Power is unstable where I am at the moment. Oh, like electricity? Is it the remnants of Melissa? I didn't know that was like your 5th Cat 5 this year. Normally I'm very on top of the weather stuff, but because of the politics, I haven't been able to keep up with weather things. Storm related me? Probably. Okay. Infrastructure in the US ain't great either. I don't know what you spend all your money... Oh wait, it's military stuff, right? You spend your money on military stuff. Even though a fraction of that military budget going into infrastructure would solve all of your infrastructure problems. Yeah. Welcome back. Scratching me chin. I hope that was a good talk for the people who are finding themselves stressed. I can't talk and paint at the same time, apparently. Okay, I want to fix this here. I think this is what was bothering me. Oh, my dad's making coffee. Hold on. Just look. Hello. Meow. My dad doesn't make me coffee unless I ask for it because his coffee is too strong. Too strong for me. Alright. I feel like I need it. This needs to come out a little bit more. We get back to painting now. This is where I wanted to fix things. I'm about to sneeze again. But I'm not so stuffed up as yesterday. Well, make sure you have some tissues. Don't want to leave bogeys everywhere. Because that will be gross. Quick blend in. Hello, hello, palo. It is Ween. Oogie boogie. We're gonna have a festive brouhaha. This calf muscle here. This bothers me. Have a good afternoon. Are you, heading out? Conch lobster is exploding. People are posting knives. Cora making full use of his tier 3 sub there. Thank you again for that. Silverfoot's too small. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. You always explode. Thinking back, but I have no idea of the power hole. Damn. I would, if I don't know how much you missed of my talk, Ross, but I would recommend going back and listening to it. Because it was mostly for your benefit. Oops, that is the wrong tool. Sorry, back in concentration mode. It's the hideout, Cora.
Cora Huroda says, magic.
Those cans that come out of nowhere. I missed quite a lot. I'll have to take a look. Yeah. I recommend, because it's I actually saw episode 3 when it came out in theaters. Same for episode 2. What? Episode 2 of what? I'm confused. But why are we talking about Star Wars? When did we switch to Star Wars? I'm confused. So 2 and 3 when they were in theaters.
Death_Sand says, execute Order 66.
I thought that was a quote from Aladdin. Oh wait, sorry, that's ultimate cosmic power, itty bitty living space. Or sorry, phenomenal cosmic power. Phenomenal cosmic power! Itty bitty living space.
Cora Huroda says, Demara Wistland Hellor in the woods.
And what does that mean, Cora? The woods? Yeah, there's something in the woods.
Death_Sand says, Dark Helmet, before you die there is something you should know about us, Lone Star. Lone Star, what? Dark Helmet, I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. Lone Star, what's that make us? Dark Helmet, absolutely nothing.
I love parodies. Apparently they're making a Spaceballs too. I don't know if I even want to see it. It better be making fun of all of the, like, reboot, sort of sequel things that have been coming out.
Silver1754 says, honestly I could just hit someone right now. I'm feeling angry for some odd reason, not sure why.
I get like that when I fail to take my,
Necromancer Dark says,
antidepressants.
Guys, let's all remember that Death_Sand is our very special member of chat, our amazing, weird, random, wonderful, odd member of chat. Applause.
Golf clap. And you are absolutely correct. But we are all amazing, weird, wonderful potatoes. I wanted to play Graveyard Keeper today with you guys, but I also really want to get this to a point where I'm like okay with submitting it. There's the garbage truck. Oh, my horns. Was the last of my Kofifi. Okay, now I'm back to the hair. Cul-de-sac. I think I'm just disappointed in myself for not being able to write the book I want to publish. Just keep trying. God, so much is happening here. No, I have no hands. How are you typing? You go ahead and hit some kids and death is vibrating. I can't send burning things in Minecraft. Relax, not the crypt. The more YouTube videos. Beavis and Butthead. Oh god. I'll be back in a sec. I've had too much coffee. Everybody get up and stretch your legs. It's good to walk around. I'm back. Man, stream's almost over. It's been a while since we did a whole stream of just painting. Sorry, I'm putting on some socks because my toesies are cold. And then I gotta find my costume. Put my costume on.
Death_Sand says, I like this chat and your live stream, and you can handling my randomness. As you and chat make me feel like I will not be banned every time I say something random. So thank you all.
People ban you for that? Those people suck. Your random is fun. Anyone who bans you from that is a ninny. Just a big meanie pants. A grumpy bones. Look, unless you're like completely cruel to somebody or like shilling yourself or someone else constantly in chat, I won't ban people. Just not that kind of person. It takes a lot to really make me want to do something like that. The cheese has awoken. Nothing wrong with random. Random is chaos and fun. Cheese is the new Sione. Yep. I miss Sai. I was chatting with her last night. She's finally going back to work. She's been on medical leave a long time. So I guess the problem really was me. I was just causing her too much stress of being unable to find work. Now I'm pressing that upon my family. Yeah. But maybe if I multi-stream to Kick, maybe I'll make more money doing this and then become famous VTuber. You got a Halloween drawing of one of your characters? By you or by someone else?
Say.
Yes. So weird to hear you say my name.
Government name.
Yes, well,
Avoid doing that.
yes, you don't want to dox me. Say my name, say my name. Going to start next week? I don't know when she's starting, but I think yeah, next week. She's been on medical leave for like a year. I'm glad she's feeling well enough to go back. That makes me really happy for her. Cheese is hugging Tesla. Tesla's tolerating it. Edge lighting. So glad the horn's on a separate layer. It's so much easier to do the edge lighting on them. I am trying to be pretty random about it. But not overdo it, you know? I think I may have overdone it here. It can very easily become a happy accident. Want to multiply? No. Hmm. darken. Nope. I could give her red horns. Lol, know you with kick. I don't really know how kick works in terms of earning. Need to turn on these layers. Select all these. I think for now, this is where I'm going to end this painting for today, and we will do just a quick signature. And we will export single layer. At 75% size, so that the full version doesn't go up on the Weebs. Oh no, it's not done. There's still a lot that I want to do, but I have to, if I want to enter the VGen contest, I have to submit it today sometime. But there's still a little bit more that I want to do, more detail. The shoes are not done. Like I said, just a quick signature. That's not my proper signature. You will get my proper signature on it when it's done. Like the jewelry is not done. I haven't put in the lace on the corset or the like pale design overlay that I want to do. So there's still a lot of details missing, but for the VGen contest with the fog theme, this is this is good enough. Let's see. Submit by October 31st, 11:59. I think I'm signed into VChat on here. There you go. Authentication app. There we go.
Necromancer Dark says, okay, I need to head out to confess my sins. Have a good Halloween, everyone. See you next week, smiley face. Stay out
All
of
right.
trouble, you crazy kids.
See you later, Necromancer. We're gonna raid someone after I submit this. Oh, cool. Collaborations are apparently allowed on these. Am I required to have a social media post containing the entry? I guess I have to. Uh... put up one that's 50% size for, la 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 la. Alright, where's the second one? My family wants me to join them for coffee. Who are we gonna raid today, guys? You're quite loud, you know. Yes, the stream can hear you. Well, we're gonna raid Tube. Everybody, we're off sailing to other waters. Check my blue sky. There's a post going up very shortly, or if it's not up already. I can't remember whether I hit the submit button or not. But if you share that, that'd be great. And go vote on the VGen challenge thing. I will also link that in the Discord. But you guys have a great weekend, and it is Ween. Happy Halloween. I hope you have good spooks and lots of candy tonight. So I will see you guys next time. Enjoy the stormy seas, the spooky ghosts of the ocean, and I'll see you next time. I love you. Bye bye. Woo.